Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here. And as you can see by the backdrop, we are remote today. We are in the VIP room, actually, at what's called High Caliber Karting in Okemos, Michigan. And all kinds of fun stuff around here. This is like broadcasting from Disney World. But we're going to do something a little more important than that. We're going to run downtown Lansing, and we're going to spend a little time with Laurie Baumer. She's the executive vice president, Capital Region Community Foundation. Now, I'm not sure that that's totally up to date. Are you officially the CEO president at this point?
Not quite yet. June 1. Yep.
All right. So we've got a few hours to wait. But you have been with the Community Foundation for a while.
I have since 2015, so 6.5 years or so, and it's just such a great fit. I'm very blessed and to be in the role, and look forward to doing more things.
Well, and I have to say, you've been the head of a lot of great projects, one of which is seen right there in your backdrop. Tell everybody about that, because that's been a real riverfront enhancement.
Yes. In fact, Parks and Rec tells me that of the 112 parks in the Lansing system, this is the heaviest used park. It's definitely a gem on the river, and it's our first placemaking project of real note. We've done other small things, but this one, we're really proud of it. It was a community effort. We did not have enough funds at the Community Foundation to build it, so we raised money from mainly corporate funders, Chris, but some individuals too that saw the need as a way that we could create a vibrant community that would attract talent. And that is the driving force behind this strategy of placemaking on the riverfront. So yeah, we're really proud of it.
Yeah, it's been really beautiful. And of course, it's called Rotary Park because they were a big part of that as well.
Yes, they had naming rights, paid a pretty penny for it because they were believers from the very beginning, and still very involved in the park. In fact, that sculpture that you see next to me was here first, and that was a Rotary project, Rotary Club of Lansing. So just always felt like it was stuck there with nothing really around it. So we incorporated that in the planning.
Well, this was a tremendous leap forward for probably a city who hasn't really jumped on or taken advantage of a beautiful river that runs through the middle of us. And this is certainly an exponential jump. Let's just take a pause here and tell everybody what the Community Foundation is, what they do, and what their mission is.
Sure. The Community Foundation does three things, Chris. We focus on donor services. So they are our clients, and we want to make sure that they are, we're giving them options to be really prudent with their charitable dollars in ways that allow them to be tax friendly and do the most good in the community throughout the region, the tri-counties. So we work with donors, and the second thing we do is work with nonprofits. Those grants that you see in the community come from the earnings from those funds created by our donors. So that's where they come from, and we work hand in glove with the nonprofits as well, helping them get stronger in their governance and fundraising, things like that. Then the third thing that we do is what you're seeing here in the park, and leadership projects. You'll see a playground that's universally accessible also on the river this year, and hopefully a couple more projects yet to come on the river. So stay tuned.
Well, we certainly will. We periodically just check in with you and say what's next, which probably leads me to my next question, Laurie. What's next?
Well, we are looking at potentially some enhancements, some really cool enhancements to Burchard Park, which is where the fish ladder is. Waiting on some funding to come through for that. And if that comes, we will match it dollar for dollar, just like we did with Rotary Park and with the playground. So that potentially is the next placemaking thing, as well as some facade improvements on Michigan Avenue as a pilot. And I think you'll be seeing that sooner than later.
Well, it's interesting, that corridor between probably East Lansing and Lansing has long needed a fix up. And we have a couple of developers there who have been doing a great job, Scott Gillespie among them.
Yes.
But they were mentioning this program and what a boost that will be as well.
Yes. Yeah, we're getting really creative with foundation money, city money, Michigan Avenue Corridor Improvement Authority money, and then of course money from the actual business owners and property owners on this specific block. And so it's really a pilot to show, hey, we can do this. We can make one block just shine, and then we can replicate it down the corridor.
Well, listen, I am so excited about you taking over that foundation. So is everybody else in the Lansing area. And I want to throw probably some plaudits out to Dennis Fliehman, who was head of that for a number of years, 20 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, almost 20.
And just had it appreciate incredible growth. So,
oh, absolutely. We wouldn't be where we are today without Dennis Fliehman. So hats off for sure.
I suspect, and I hope I'll be doing an interview with your successor saying, how about the 20 years that Laurie spent there?
I'll be ancient, Chris.
Well, you won't be as old as me. So thank you for that. And Laurie, thanks for everything you do. And thanks for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Chris, for what you do for our community too.
Well, we're all part of it. We all need to chip in. Laurie Strauss Baumer, she is the Executive Vice President, soon to be CEO of the Capital Region Community Foundation. You're watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman. We'll be back with more.